dig, if you will, the picture live video diaries all the way from Prince's Minneapolis. Because Celebration 2017 at Paisley Park has ended. We have just come from a highly emotional performance given by NPG, the New Power Generation, Third Eye Girl, lots of his beloved
band members, collaborators.
They were all there, and then the final stab through the heart, really, for me, and I think for all the fans, was when they actually played live Prince footage at one of his concerts. He was wearing gold
from 2011. I looked at that, even though it was kind of heartbreaking seeing that footage. I looked at that outfit and I thought, who else in the universe could have worn that outfit and looked cute in it?
And pulled it off. Exactly.
Yeah, he was killing it.
So I think, first of all, we're going to introduce you. I just touched your right breast. Left breast.
We're here in Minneapolis in the home of the purple one, so I don't think that's out of bounds.
Inappropriate fondling is fine. Lovely Tonya is from blackamericaweb.com.
Yes, we are the online home of the Tom Joyner Morning Show in the U.S., which you can also access online and listen to it streaming.
And that was a message from our non-sponsors.
Yeah,
So now we have such an expensive budget, such a big budget here on Dig, if you will, the picture, that we've managed to put this together at such late notice.
This is our set. This is our set.
It's incredible. And the wardrobe budget is out of control.
Well, at least Phyllis's is. Mine is a little bit more modest, but
your hair budget is nuts.
No, but Shelby J did tell me that Prince would have stolen this necklace right off my neck had I been anywhere near him at Paisley. So Shelby was,
I was wearing.
Phyllis broke into the wardrobe closet.
Sorry, did I almost?
She almost kicked me in the.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. Live TV, folks. You never know what's going to happen.
Australian situation.
That was very Australian. Shy, demure lady.
Let me tell you how I do. It was Phyllis. I saw Phyllis, and we had exchanged emails on Facebook, and I saw this lady standing there, and she looked very kind of petite, cute, and then I saw these very purple boots. But Prince would have said those boots were lavender. Well, in Chanhassen, Minnesota, which is actually where Paisley Park is located. I came out. He was still married to Maite. He was very lovely and beautiful. New Power Soul was out. So it's been a while, but it was an incredible experience for me because when I was a 15-year-old fangirl and I had his posters all over, my college dorm room, so I was a 17-year-old fangirl. But in any case, I had his posters everywhere and I loved his music. I connected to him in a very visceral way.
When you say that you connected to him on a visceral level,
yes.
Can you expand on that? I mean, that's a beautiful word.
I was what Issa Rae now calls an awkward black girl. Before it was popular to be one.
You were awkward?
I was 5'10" in the 7th grade. Would you consider that might have led to a little awkwardness?
Possibly awkward.
Someone said to me today, I was here with the nerds, talking about being at the Paisley Park celebration, and people who felt left out or unwanted or outside of the box or outside of the mainstream or different or weird. And he spoke to those things because I think he probably felt a lot of those things in his own life. This guy was a 5'2" black male who was light-skinned in a town that was predominantly white. So he said he started it out as an art, he started it out as a livelihood. And then it became a focus, and then it became an art. So he evolved even in that over the years, but he clearly had enormous drive, and he wanted to succeed, and he wanted to be great, and he just had a facility somewhere in that little tiny 5'2" body to make all of those things happen. It was 4 days at Paisley Park, Celebration 2017. It was Prince being celebrated at his home, unfortunately where he lived, worked, and passed away. People came from all over the world. They said 28 countries to come here and celebrate the life of this wonderful artist. And people showed up resplendent in their purple and like Phyllis and head-to-toe sequins. And
85% of the people who came to Paisley Park were from overseas or from somewhere else other than the States and other than this great town. But just
someone
on
said
that
they
point,
felt like they were at the Church of Prince.
Really?
They said it was like a new religion that had started over these 4 days.
And actually there were some moments where I felt a little bit, just a tiny bit uncomfortable because there was a sense of like a cult.
Yeah.
There was a purple cult kind of.
But you know what? That didn't start over this 4-day celebration.
No.
That started back in 1979.
Exactly. So it's been a very long established
that cult situation has been going on.
Yeah, but you have never seen a more diverse group of human beings in one spot, rejoicing and celebrating the life.
Except at a Prince concert.
Except at a Prince
concert.
concert.
And that's where that
Right.
cult started in '79. And you would go to that it was so reminiscent of going to all of Prince was a community more than even an artist. There was a community that came about around the bootlegs. There was a community that came about around the concerts, because Prince would do a concert and he'd say, I'm going to be in New York next Tuesday, and it'd be Monday, and people would rush out and go sleep overnight to get the tickets. So you go see a regular concert, the Prince concert, and then you go to the after show and he's just playing all this loose funk, and he's playing all these covers, and he's doing all these amazing, who does that? And that is what started the cult of Prince, or we're not going to say cult of Prince, but that's what started the
community of Prince
and the devotion to him.
Yeah.
So you saw that, I think, you did see it at the 4-day celebration. I'm
really
talking to these ladies from Michigan. They look like they probably want to, throw me up under the truck. They want to get a truck bus and roll over me with it. And I'm talking to them, and they're giving me like really funny energy.
Seriously.
But we're still there because we're all in this Prince thing together.
And this is what I've said time and time again. Every time you meet a Prince fan or someone who has appreciated and loved his music, from whether it's been Siren, gone, whether it's been from the beginning of his career or halfway through or towards the end, it's like a shortcut to connection.
Yes. He was iconic because of who he was and the music that he made, but really the community that was created around him is what I think makes him really one of the greatest of all time.
And that's really what's going to keep his legacy alive, I think, because his music is so timeless. And we were listening to tracks today that he wrote in the 80s. There aren't too many artists around that you can actually say that of. And you're watching, dig if you will, this picture, this big fat old picture. This is incredible. This budget, for this show, it's just been,
you know what? Minneapolis has been good to Phyllis.
Incredible. Minneapolis
Phyllis,
has been great.
you're going to tell the people about your time on stage with the time?
So I shook my booty, as they say.
Let me tell you something. I was watching, I see my girl Phyllis and her girl Anida up on stage. The Time calls these women, they the Time has their show, Time, one of Prince's ancillary groups, and I see Phyllis and Anida up on stage, and I'm like, Phyllis, I swear I thought they let her break into Prince's wardrobe closet, because Phyllis has on like sequin pants, lace pants that look like they came out of a Prince video, and some sequiny beautiful jacket, and she's on stage shaking her little booty. I said, she's getting some moves going on up there. Anida's right there with her. They're rocking on stage with the Time. I said, she's going to go back to Australia, and people are going to say, where is the evidence? Or as we like to say in America, where are the receipts?
Where are the receipts?
I'm giving Phyllis her receipts. I saw her on the stage with the Time, her and Anida. So if you ever see Phyllis out and she says I was on stage with the Time, and you're like, you're lying, girl. You weren't on stage with no Time at Paisley Park. She was. I saw it with my own eyes.
The only thing though that I felt a bit insecure about, the size of my bottom, because there was a bottom on that stage.
It was small but mighty.
It was small,
and it was lace,
a bit like Prince.
It was lace encased, and therefore, when your ass is lace encased, can I say ass on here?
Yeah,
when your ass is lace encased, it doesn't matter how big it is. But you're talking about the girl that was twerking. There's a twerker at every crowd, honey. Morris Day was like, okay, we got a live one here.
Yeah,
he said, look at you with your pigtails. She had pigtails. She was twerking.
And
I said, Lord have mercy.
She was twerking up a storm. But there's a Prince story sitting right here. I was on the search, when I came, I was on the search for Prince ink. I thought I was going to find all these extravagant, unusual. The only Prince ink that I saw, apart from this one, which we'll reveal in a big. Okay, we're revealing it now. Thank you, Anita. Here it is. It's nice. It's subtle. I'd be tempted to get something like that. I've got a tattoo currently of that love symbol on my back, but I think. Well, I think. Okay, let's see if we can.
Yeah, let's show the tattoo. Come on.
Hang on.
And we're stripping here now. Strippers, listen, stripper time.
Can you try and kind of pull it down? Can you see it?
Oh, is that temporary?
Well, once soap gets involved, I think it's over.
Oh no, come on. You've got to make that real. That's really cute. The placement is good.
The placement's lovely. Well, I have to thank my tattoo artist over there. I also gave Anita, my producer, a lovely non-permanent tattoo, and it peeled off a few hours later.
I know.
So maybe And if you like that video, Purple Army, there is plenty more where that came from. All you have to do is subscribe to this channel and do all that social media stuff that's coming up on the screen. Oh, and peace.